sponsor, exclamation point show match, and go down to the bottom of the channel for all your 1x bet needs. But here we are, straight into DUST2, and the new player on the block, Retro, kicks things off with a kill on Dosia.
Oh, and Twist is feeling it. He's just absolutely annihilated.
Machine Gunner, kill an enemy with a Negev. Now, you said the Negev was good earlier on, Hulka. We'll have to see if that comes out.
Yeah, listen, I don't know if the players agree with me, but if I were in the server, I might buy one. There we go, though. Lagia getting involved early. Didn't have the best day yesterday, so nice to see him kicking things off, but there's Twist getting activated. Should be this A play we need to watch out for, though.
Well, 23, close quarters with the AWP. We'll see if she's able to take down Lagia, and she absolutely will. No scope coming through, but overextends, and Victoria rips her head off. Twist up on the boost, stops the bomb from getting safely planted, and xantares has lost his life, so his teammates not on the site either, so you have to try and get across the CT spawn, back onto the site, and Retro overextends and gives Dosia an easy headshot. Now into the 2 versus 2.
What's Dosia doing? He's shooting the
He doesn't
kit.
like defuse kits.
Get it out of here, in case they try it for the retake. Oh, and now Dosia's been caught in the back, so Victoria left with it all to do. She only knows where one of them are, though.
Oh, and Twist, just like that, with a headshot from range. 11-0. Another 4K.
Starix is genuinely just watching. He's just following Twists around and saying, oh, nice shot, man.
It is actually unreal. I love when we have tournaments like this, because Twists, you see him all season, so you see him get a very good level at that in those games. But when you reduce the level of competition, you really do see
this round. But I think he realized there's a scout on the other side, so maybe best to play a little safer. I think Team Dosia are just making sure they spot for any early aggression. It's Buster who's going to try and take first contact. xantares chilling, and we know xantares is a bit of a sloth. They call him the older NaV, actually. So he's going to sit in that corner. I've heard Niko calls him it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool. The old NaV. Well, we'll see if he can find some of that skill.
NaV actually based his playstyle on xantares in real life, it turns out.
Heard that one. Yeah, that I have heard, actually. Oh, here goes Twist down and towards CT. Victoria goes right into Twist's rifle. The spearhead of the attack slowed down. Refresh, really yet to say his name on the server yet. Let's see if he gets involved at this point. 0-3 at the moment. And that has changed. He's removed Twists. Finally, Twist given his first death. And will it be the first round here for Team Dosia? Buster brings the AWP over, catches out Refresh towards CT spawn. And now maybe a little bit more pressure on 23 inside of the site.
Oh, Buster caught with poor timing, and now 23 is in a lot of trouble. She's going to try and force the fight on long. Now sees if she can isolate on towards Lagia, who is closing in. And the assistance has arrived, but Retro taken out. And the
do that earlier on today. Might be able to get a chance to do that again. This is the first kill from Twist. This was his first death. Well, Refresh has got to deal with the Retro, and I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. He has USP, he has nothing else, and no teammates around. They haven't checked him, though. And Retro just lets him go on by. Okay, Retro, he's right underneath another one. Lagia. Oh, God. Oh. So close, but Retro just couldn't get the headshot off.
Taking lessons from Vendetta.
Yeah, taking lessons from Vendetta, indeed. One shot from Twist from the window. And he did AWP yesterday, Hawk, and that was great to see.
That's a lot of fun. Oh, that's not so fun, though. Victoria ready for the rotate back. That's how you got to deal with him. You know Twist is going to try and stay active. You've got to catch him in transition. Now, Victoria's running onto A, but the bomb is in the hands of xantares. And you know, ever the slow and wise xantares, he's taking his time.
Well, Victoria over the top. Buster gets taken out, and Victoria looks for another one. Starix caught, and Victoria is having a great round here with the AWP. Oh, 23 should have absolutely taken that kill on xantares.
3 T's leaning that direction. It's Retro who's been that B anchor. He's had a couple of tough rounds, but now he's got the rifle. Hopefully that changes things.
Well, the Molotov comes in at the right time. That prevents the walkout. Twist has the AWP, rotate. Yeah. He can watch the entrance, and oh, Retro takes a lot of damage. Luckily, still standing.
Flash back in, did enough to force them off the angle. Meantime, this smoke on long has a big gap, and now Refresh sneaking behind this smoke. Retro is committed to the other side, though.
This is a good play from Retro, actually. Getting proactive with the low health, getting close to the smoke, and Refresh isn't ready for it. Good kill there from Retro, good movement. And that is going to allow the kill to come back. Now they're going over towards A. Twist is ready for that. Dosia runs into him. But here comes the final two players in through the B tunnels, and Retro doesn't get one. Doesn't get a single kill in that initial fight, and this will allow the bomb like to go down here. There's going to be a good bit of cash being added here for Victoria.
Oh, Lakia standing in the flames. They have managed to go B, but it's a 2v4. Oh, the boost.
Yeah, well, Twist reads that. See that one coming somehow. Well, Lakia's left in a 1 versus 4, and 23 good patience from the tunnels eventually comes out and gets her reward. So good work. It's 4-3 now. Buster side into the lead.
Yeah, I was about to get excited because I thought they might kill Buster while boosted, but Twist had other ideas. Challenge. Oh, out now on the CT side. 23 on long. Oh, it's Starix who takes first contact, and there's 2 players in pit. This is brutal.
Well, Buster's turn to try and just get aggressive, and he does really well to clear out blue, knowing that Refresh was pinned behind it. And Buster's just getting so aggressive, so wild, and Dosia puts him in the ground. Here comes Twist up middle. Another good pick onto Victoria, leaving just Dosia. Now this is what we've all come to see. Dosia, is he capable of pulling off this clutch?
If only they had nades, man. If only they had nades. You know exactly where he is. Maybe she'll be feeling it. Yeah, this is a tough setup to run into. You've got 2 in pit. You've got 23 on the corner with the AWP. On for an incredible half here. He's already got 19. It's like some early long aggression at the ready for Lakia. He gets out to blue bin, but Buster is fully focused on his position. Solid spray initially. Retro's aggression could be concerning. Oh, Twists almost gets the chance for a second, but Dosia able to get into that B bomb site and make it a third. Dosia's going crazy.
Oh, Dosia goes for the flick down, but finally Starix is too much for him to handle. And Refresh is going to slip his way into the B bomb site, plant that bomb underneath the window, and thrust Team Buster into a retake scenario. Now Kassad still wielding the AWP. Will he be able to turn back for this kill? No, not quick enough. Starix removes him, and it is all now on Refresh. A 1 versus 2 left inside of the site. Re-entering the bomb site from the double doors will be Buster and the tunnels, and Refresh realizes he has to isolate those fights and do exactly that. It's Refresh, he goes again, and Starix this time will win the battle of the retake. Starix with a big round there, 3 kills.
Stepping up. This time, Scouts out just yet. Everyone's still got enough money. This was a setup early from Team Dosia.
Retro's gonna get absolute wrecked here, I think. Unless, yep, he's gone. Dosia just runs in. Mac 10 just sweeps him up. Retro playing too close to the position to really get away with anything that. And Refresh had made his way down middle so quickly. 23 strikes and Refresh not ready for that quick flank around top mid. Maybe there's a shot here, Hawker. Maybe there's a shot for the retake.
Not easy, but there's some utility at least. I think they would have had to have relied on the utility to get something going for them. Buster doesn't even try and throw it, so they're going to get the hell out of that. While we have a bit of downtime, give a thank you to 1xBet for making this tournament happen here at the GOAT League. You can use some of the banners below the stream to check them out, and also the promo code GOATMedia that will increase your first deposit up to 120%. Looks like there might be a hunt at the end of the round here.
Blueprints for a competitive game if Team Dosia can win this round. And Buster, oh my god, okay, how does he get away with that? He should have been punished getting caught in no man's land, but he gets a double as he lays down the law. And Refresh continues to move forward. Oh, nice flick out there from Twist. Good readjustment. And Refresh down, so unfortunately this call to go long quite quickly with everyone is somewhat collapsed around him. Victoria blinded, great utility from Star.
Kill Buster for $100. That is not in-game money, folks. That is real life. So I'm sure they will be keeping their eyes out for that. a good bit of molly damage. Not the ideal start to the round.
Oh, a good pick here from Starix. It should have been a kill. That absolutely should have been a kill. And I don't think you should re-peek into this, but there should have been one player up here in round 13 right off the get-go. Missed utility.
Why would you ever give Kassad the bomb? He's just always so far back from the team. You can't trust him.
Well, Kassad is the leader of this, apparently. So he makes the calls. And here they come, 23 in towards short. It's going to start falling back, and Jalil gets some cover soon because here comes Lagia charging forward. Victoria's scout there in the mix too, and just too much to handle. Lagia and Victoria combine to remove 23 from short, and Lagia has hit some beautiful shots over the last few rounds.
Oh, and he's still going.
Wants a bit more. Might get a third kill in this round. Retro and Twist doubled up together, I think. Perhaps have made the save call. They're going to be running back through the lower tunnels, back to upper to save the AWP and the M4. Good round from Lagia.
Ooh, good shot from Twists, but it is just the save. And yeah, Lagia's had a few impact rounds now. He's been stepping up for the team. Good to see. Again, we were hoping that Refresh would have one of those standout games we know he can have. It hasn't really happened so far, but they're still scraping together some rounds. So that's an upside.
Refresh.
Actually, I'm not sure if it was a refresh. I might be thinking of the last round, yeah.
That was Victoria's kill and the Lagia, I guess. I don't know. But make an assist here, Hawker. Will that happen?
I don't know. Twist is going to struggle to get an assist. He's got the ult.
Refresh!
No! The lineup.
This is the worst start possible for Team Buster. Retro gets at least one, makes something of it, but Buster's left alone. Just wondering what the hell has happened. Where's everybody gone?
Oh, there's like... Oh, now
here he goes. Twist on the scout, and of course, who wins? Twist.
I saw that coming a mile away. Oh, and they actually lost another player. It's the last round of the half. The buy wasn't great for the CTs. Might make it work, especially with Twist landing a second shot.
Dosia. Known for his utility. Just throws a Molotov on the floor. Well, this has turned into a bit of a disaster, hasn't it? For Team Dosia. They have to try and recover this one, and they're going to be charging towards Retro. Victoria. Oh, can't deal with it. The Deagle body shots, and Retro good enough to deal with that, but Dosia able to at least take him out of play. But Dosia is going to have to ace. He's going to have to find every single player here, and he gets in the midst of a smoke. And here we are! Dosia yet again! His big old brain is bulging out of his skull. And now 23 looking to try and get involved with a clutch. Dosia looking to pull it off. Puts the bomb down inside of the site, crosses on over, and has got over the scope. She has not seen him get into pit. And this is where the Dosia demon is activated. He'll play inside of pit. 2 flashes is all that 23 has. No smoke here. And no kit. So the time is limited, and Dosia knows that the bomb is planted exactly where he wants it to be. The tap confirms his position, and 23 will deny Dosia. In fact, she will deny his life, but not the round. There's not enough time to win it. Dosia gets it done. He doesn't get the ace, but he does get the clutch. Well, let's see. This could be the round where he steps up. He's got a couple of teammates alongside of him to provide support too, but Kassad will be the first player under pressure. Peeks on out, unable to take the first kill, but eventually will. He's doubled his kill count now with that second. And Victoria will come through with a headshot on Twist. So good couple of kills coming through so far from Team Dosia. Bomb at least has been planted, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get much more than that. 23 goes down, just Starix left, and he's been cleared out too. Good work here from Team Dosia. They really have come to life.
And I think Team Buster there, they had their two pros buying the nades. They had Twists and 23 buying the utility. I'm guessing they're the only ones that knew the nade lineups for the A execute potentially. But it meant that they didn't have the Kepler, and it meant that it was their teammates trying to push initially. Didn't really work out for them here on the
side long. Not committing though. They're gonna, of course, leave a player there, but they are thinking about taking some mid control back. And at least watching for some CT aggression, which, to be fair, could have happened up through short, but they've decided to call that back and bolster the A defense instead. And this will allow Team Buster to start to send a couple of players out middle.
Buster with the Glock leading the way. I think he's the decoy in this round.
Kassad's under quite a bit of pressure here. Victoria and Kassad taking 2 kills between them. Kassad at least traded out, but refresh, he's got the position for it. He's right behind him. 23 goes down, bomb loose, and now Twist has every player to still find. But when this guy is in a clutch, you cannot count him out. 2 quick kills again. We've seen it yesterday, the 1 versus 5. This one even easier on paper. We'll see if he's able to make this happen. 2 found already, but refresh and Lagia both doubling up. They know exactly where he's coming from, and it should be too difficult to pull this off even for Twist, but no way. No way, he does it again.
Time toying with his opponents. He read the setup perfectly at the end. They give him a couple of fights early, and as soon as he sees his first player, he knows
nothing, but has taken damage. So it is StarX's turn to wield that AK. He's gone forward and Victoria has been taken out. Twist continues and he is looking sharp, but not this time around. Lagia gets some revenge. The Deagle rings out for a kill.
Lagia swinging further. Deagle could have some issues, but he's found another before falling. It's into a 2v2 and Kassad's still down below. Or StarX might have spotted him. Did Kassad throw his gun onto the site? Or someone threw their gun, I think. Either way, it's Dosia left in a 1-on-2 and not an easy one.
He's won a big clutch in this game so far himself, hasn't he? So let's see what he's got. Scout coming back into this. 23 plays on the ramp. And Dosia is going to start looking for that quick kill. Unfortunately misses the first, and when you do that, it feels like a pretty difficult one to pull off.
Yeah, maybe go for the...
Available here. Is there a round to win on the cards? Quite quick from Retro out long. Good opening. Lagia taken out. Kassad swings and gets the trade, but once again Buster there. So it's even trades, blow for blow, as Victoria comes to reply. But in the meantime, when all this long fight distractions happening, Twist has moved through the middle position and has opened up mid, the only B defender, and the B side has completely fallen.
23 will deliver this bomb eventually. One more smoke available just to make sure it's 100% safe. And no kit currently for the CTs. So even though some extra time has been bought by the delay of the bomb plant, they're still pretty far away from having a chance in this round. And I think they may have realized it. Save call at the ready.
Yeah, just get away from this one. Once you have so many of your resources committed towards long at the beginning of that round, then it doesn't go your way. And then Twist just comes through with another pack of players through mid. He just not really going to get away with that. So good stuff. Buster side starting to really take control of this game, and Kassad might not even get to save his AK. No.
See what they try and do with it. Long control taken by the CTs. Look at that. Victoria trying to trade her teammate and doing a great job at keeping this competitive.
Well, this is a surprising turn of events. I didn't anticipate us coming to this point in the round so early, but here we are. Team Dosia have a chance to potentially win the round. And Dosia might get the shadow advantage here on the Buster. Oh, he is. He's going to start pre-firing. Oh, unlucky for Dosia. If he gets that kill and he upgrades it swiftly into the rifle, no one's close to really trade that. So then Dosia enters a position where potentially there's a round win here out of this, but this is looking still pretty good for Buster considering they have got the weapon advantage.
Yeah, and even in a 3v3, you can't cover everything, and they've left the B site open right now. Victoria wants to take initiative, though. This timing could be decent. They're about to get onto the B site. That's a great shot from Lagia, though. That could be a big difference maker here because they're still not ready for the flank.
The bomb being planted. Victoria comes around the back and Buster's down. It is all now on 23 to try and pull this one out in a 1v3. Oh, it gets tied up coming through the window, and Lakia goes back. The second time of asking on the scout finishes off the job. And that is a ridiculous round to win for Team Dosia. And a very important one at that. That keeps them in this game. Because if they had lost that Hawk, I don't see a world in which Buster's side lose control of it.
So I think we might see him try and get involved early. The long play early again, and Twists is looking for that first fight. Smoke put behind him in case there was a molly, and that dry peek from Kassad, that is dangerous. I think maybe he tried to flash for himself, but it definitely didn't work.
Starks is running up. Good headshot. Rips open Victoria inside of the site, and now, well, it's looking a little rough. But Dosia likes it rough and tumble. He's found himself a headshot. Buster no longer with his side, but there's still 4 very strong players left standing, and Refresh begins to wrap around. He's worried about Car. He knows there has to be some sort of presence there, but if he can sneak his way up, he might get away with one, and that's exactly what he does. Starx quickly to trade it out. Twist to help from long, and it is just Dosia now with everything to do, and well, very difficult retake on his hands. Multiple different angles and no way really to get across safely. He will begin to back away. Unfortunately for Team Dosia, unable to really replicate round wins, string them together. So that's going to be 13 on the board here for Team Buster.
And Dosia's just going to sit behind the long doors, I think. Oh, the gear's done for. I think Refresh might be able to trade him. Good shot back. The B site is open though. Refresh could cut off the bomb from spawn. He's actually just flanking straight up, and Twists wasn't able to deal with him. Refresh finally coming to life here in this round.
Yeah, this is turning into a really scrappy game, isn't it? Back and forth rounds coming through here. Maybe 23 can remove him. But Refresh dodges that. So looking like there's going to be no issues here for Team Dosia. 23 looking to just clear out this B site.
They are giving up that B site. Oh, but Starx has used his smoke to get past lower tunnels. They're not going to be able to smoke the cross anymore. That could be a problem. They're not even going B, though. Oh, they're hoping to clear out lower for a kill, but there's no one here. They evacuated long ago. We haven't seen many saves.
No, we haven't seen many of those.
Side, but we got one this time.
Yeah, I think they realize there's no world in getting into this one, and maybe you take a look at the economy. You see Twist has $500 left over. Retro doesn't have much money either, so probably better to save the AWP, save the AK, and get something at least over into the next round, drop a weapon. So Dosia, thanks to Refresh in this one, able to pull through. That's a lovely round. She doesn't mind doing that, does she? I would do that, as I mentioned. It's a great way to make some cash.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Round was already won anyway. Yeah, I think Twist is having a harder time getting as involved here on T side. See his teammates pushing out early often. Buster, lucky to be alive, only takes the leg shot from Refresh. We'll get out onto long as they wanted, and they don't lose a player.
Here comes Starx through the smoke, and a good flash of Retro sets him up for an easy peek on towards Lagia. But again, Refresh is really starting to get this AWP rolling, and on the crossback, Twist had a chance to remove him, but didn't do it. And so Refresh goes again and strikes upon another teammate. This is starting to look a bit rough, but Twist gets the wall bang. The kill with Retro almost comes in tandem. And this is starting to feel a little rough suddenly for Team Dosia, who are now relying upon Dosia to get up through short, and he will do that quickly. Retro, take it away. And a 2 versus 2 established in the final 20 seconds of round 24. Victoria is now alone with Dosia going down at short, and Twist is on the prowl. He will find Victoria.
But at this point in the game, I think it looks like Team Buster might be about to get their first win on the board. The buy is not good from Team Dosia, but Refresh decides to get active with one of those M4s in play. And that is a strong start. Getting twists out of there early, that is exactly what they needed. Who's going to step up on Team Buster here? Someone's got to do it. Might be Buster himself.
That could be. It's a good job, that. Here comes Refresh. Victoria looking to deal with 23. The scout, unfortunately, not an op. So just some damage done. But Refresh is flanking. Knows the player has to have just shortly gone in towards the lower tunnel. So he's going to be just tracking 23 at the moment. But he's waited too long. And 23 has got up in towards the upper tunnels. But Refresh could make something of this as he's quite quick about it. Victoria, again, only the scout here in sight, but has got the rifle alongside of her in the form of Legia. So she can soften up some of these opponents. And that quick flank comes in from Refresh. Well, this could be an absolute disaster. And that's exactly what has happened. Refresh gets a lovely double. The B defense hold on for long, but it's down to a 1 versus 1. Buster is so low, and you've got to favor Refresh in this position.
Oh, you figured Refresh was going to try and fire eventually. Doesn't land the one stray bullet that would have been needed. Buster playing a dangerous game, firing back, but he fakes the plant. What? And he just headshots him.
Refresh goes down, and that might be the moment that decides this. Refresh does so much in the round. This is a great kill from Retro, able to recover. And they just get in towards the B site here, and Refresh, I thought he had done enough, but look at what?
Buster as well.
Him PC.
Honestly. And Matt, you're on 6 HP and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to go for the shot through the smoke. Why not? They might win in the map.
Well, look how aggressive this is. And unfortunately for Refresh, he had a FAMAS. So Twist just can stand there, take the punches all day, and then dish one out with a real gun, unfortunately. And now it's Dosia left. A 1v4 with the MP9. It's a lovely pick on towards Starix, but a lot more needed for Mr. Dosia.
I wonder if they know he's low. Could they try and get the nade kill for the big challenge? Oh, Buster's got it. Buster's got it.
Oh, and finishes with